5 days ago, in the wake of the new Scaring the Hose director's cut released by JPEGMAFIA and Danny Brown, it was noticed by people that Danny Brown and JPEGMAFIA unfollowed each other on Instagram or Twitter. Looks like Instagram here. And then JPEGMAFIA also tweeted that same day, Scaring the Hose director's cut. This is the last time I acknowledge this child publicly. That's a tweet from JPEGMAFIA on the same day that him and Danny Brown supposedly unfollowed each other according to these screenshots we've got here. I wrote that down. I was like, ooh, trouble in paradise here? What's going on? So that was 5 days ago. Today I pulled this up, preparing for the stream. I go and check Instagram, wondering, are they still unfollowing each other? I checked today. They are actually following each other on Instagram now. So I wrote this down originally as JPEGMAFIA and Danny Brown broke up? Question mark? Like, what's going on? JPEGMAFIA is saying he's never going to acknowledge their collab album ever again. They unfollowed each other. What's going on? Today, they're following each other. I could have just tossed this if it weren't for the fact that I think it might have been a marketing stunt, a publicity stunt, because they just released this director's cut of their album. And if they broke up at the same time as them just releasing this director's cut, it's on people's minds. They broke up. They unfollowed each other. I'm picking up publicity stunt marketing technique. Who's to say? I don't know. But this post got 4,527 likes. So if it was a marketing stunt, it might have worked to a certain extent, but this is the only account I saw posting about it. A little interesting. You know, I just want to point these things out. Things I noticed going on here. We got a Danny Brown interview to read. Danny Brown talks sobriety, creative resurrection, 6'7", and hip-hop state of cleansing. The Bruiser Brigade leader chatted with Billboard about his high-octane new album, Stardust. Dude, he's ripped. Since when is Danny ripped? My goodness. This is probably a great article. I've not read the whole thing. It's kind of long here. It's an interview actually, but there is one point at which he speaks on Scaring the Hose, and here it is. Question: you and JPEGMAFIA just dropped Scaring the Hose director's cut. Are we ever gonna get a Scaring the Hose 2? Danny's answer: it's up to Peggy. I've been ready. I call him all the time. Tell him let's do it. He tells me I'm coming. I'll be there on this day. That day comes, he don't come. That's been the process for a while. Okay, so surely JPEGMAFIA has some stuff going on. His reasons that he can't show up yet or hasn't been able to show up yet. I give JPEGMAFIA that benefit of the doubt. So what's the future of Danny Brown look like now? Great question. After listening to that new album of his answer is, with music, I just feel like you're never done. There's not a belt. I wish I was a black belt. He goes, so I'm on this never-ending quest and journey. Even like Bowie with Black Star, I'm on a quest for that. Doing it till it's over. Pretty enlightening. So if you recall last week, we kind of had a bit of a Danny Brown episode. Listened to the new album. It's pretty good. I liked it a bit. We also dipped our toes into this Billboard interview that he did to promote the album. And in this interview, he talks about Scaring the Hose 2. The interviewer asked him, you and JPEGMAFIA just dropped off Scaring the Hose director's cut. Are we ever going to get a Scaring the Hose 2? And Danny's answer to that question was, it's up to Peggy. I've been ready. I call him all the time. Tell him, let's do it. He tells me, I'm coming. I'll be there on this day. That day comes, he don't come. JPEGMAFIA is not coming to the studio when he says he is. But I said, I'm going to give Peggy the benefit of the doubt. I said that. I said, maybe he's going through something. Well, that night I get off stream, or maybe the next day, I see JPEGMAFIA replies to Danny Brown's comments in that interview. And JPEGMAFIA says, this isn't true. I personally texted Danny today and told him stop lying for lame teenagers on the internet, because this is the second time he's done it this year. I've been taking care of a sick family member, says JPEGMAFIA, all year. That's why I haven't been around. Stop making things up to entertain yourself. I'm not part of your marketing plan. Holy shit. Now they're actually beefing. If you want to take it back farther, 2 weeks ago, I had another segment where I said Danny Brown and JPEGMAFIA beefing because there was a report that they had unfollowed each other right when Scaring the Hose director's cut came out. They had unfollowed each other on Instagram. When that happened, I reported on it and I was like, oh, that's interesting. But it turns out they had already refollowed each other, and I came to the conclusion that it was all a marketing stunt. Caused a little wave, and then they refollow each other quickly after. I'm like, oh, that's just marketing. Still talked about it, and that was that. The week after, we get that interview, kind of continuing this, like, are they beefing? Like, that's strange. And then this week, now we're 3 weeks in a row here, questioning, are they actually beefing? Like, what's going on here? So Danny Brown plants that in the interview. JPEGMAFIA then takes the opportunity to actually come out with, like, the most explicit sign of a beef so far, saying that Danny is lying for teenagers on the internet. JPEG saying that he is taking care of a sick family member. Shout out me for giving JPEG the benefit of the the doubt. I said, no, there's no way that he is not showing up to the studio without a good excuse. There's no way. So here we are, 3 weeks on, and I am still confused. Are Danny and JPEG actually beefing? Or is this the marketing plan? JPEG claims that Danny was doing the marketing plan in the interview. Maybe Scaring the Host 2 is about to drop next week, and it's going to be a surprise drop, and this whole thing has been a marketing plan. I don't know what's going on. Maybe some is authentic, some is marketing. Maybe it started off as marketing and then it went off the fucking rails. I have so many questions. I need the Scaring the Hose interview. So Danny Brown, I know you're watching. Give me that exclusive interview. Let me get to the bottom of this, because this is how we all feel right now in the hip-hop world, and it's scaring me. This is me, this is JPEG, and this is Danny. Daddy Danny, Mommy Peggy, and me. I just want answers. We all want answers. There is more. JPEG continues, I have no beef with Danny. It's just weird that he goes on the internet to say things he never says in person when he could just call or text me. There's no need to blast literal lies to teenagers who thirst for bullshit all day. JPEG, we're not all teenagers. Some of us are 29-year-old degenerates. Somebody says, I hope your family member is okay. JPEGMAFIA goes, they will pass this year, but I'm making sure they are okay and comfortable until then. So prayers for JPEGMAFIA's family member. Keep him in your thoughts. He's going through something sad. Okay.